Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is NPC and D, and today we are ranking logos. And when I mean logos, I mean NFL logos. I was searching here for 5 minutes straight. So make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and do all. Share, do everything. Do everything. But first we have the Cardinals, which the Cardinals are a good team. We're not talking about how good they are. We're talking about the logos. When I see their logo, I think it's a B tier. B tier. I like the bird. The bird's cool. I like the design of the logo. I think it's good with the B tier. I think it's bottom of B tier, more towards here, or top of C tier, but I'm going to give it a B tier for the logo. Next up, Falcons. I think it goes bottom of C. I was never a big fan of this Falcon logo theme. I was just like, alright, it's a Falcons logo. I get that. I was just passing by it. I never, I was never really interested in that logo. But, so now I'm ranking it, and it goes C. I'm pretty sure I did this one of the first videos, not if the first video we did ranking logos. I don't know. My brother might have been in that video. Packers, this is like the same as the Cardinals, but I think it's worse than the Cardinals because it's just a plain old G, which makes me feel like it can go top of C. There's nothing beating it at C, at least not until we see a team that can absolutely go B, but I put them at C because I'm crazy. But otherwise than that, it's pretty darn good. So next we have the Texans. I like the Texans logo. It can go right before the Cardinals. I just feel like it has better than the Cardinals. I just don't know why. But next up, we have the Colts. The Colts are a good team with their logos, and this one absolutely sucks. So I'm gonna have to go with a D tier. Maybe a couple of teams pass them at D tier, but I just don't like their logo. It's just not that good. And what else can I say about this logo? Like, I get it that it's a horseshoe for the Colts, but not a big fan. These ads come up all the time. It came up last video I did like 2 days ago. But Jaguars, I like their logo. It can go right in front of the Texans. We got 3 AFC South teams. 4th one's pretty good, but we aren't getting that. So, that pronounce it. But Chiefs, I love the Chiefs. They can go at top of A tier. They just almost made it to S tier. S tier. I just love this logo. It's like so. I don't know how to explain it, but yes, we are putting it at A tier. Next up, we have the Raiders. The Raiders is pretty good. Not bad for a logo. I'm gonna go right. I feel like it's better than the Packers, but it doesn't deserve a B tier. I'm gonna actually go right there. I said no team was gonna pass the Packers, but the Raiders look like they're passing it since it's C tier. I just don't like giving the Raiders a B tier or anything. And their logo isn't that good. Next up, we have the Chargers. It's just a lightning bolt. So, I'm going to put it right in front of the Raiders. The AFC West, I believe that division is, they have some pretty good logos. 4-1 is not that bad, actually. But, next up, we're going to have the Rams. I'm thinking it will go in bottom of A tier. I love this logo. It's very good. Very, very, very good. And it has, I just don't know, a little bit of twist. Anyways, so next is the Dolphins. My opinion, not that I'm a Dolphin fan, I'm putting this in S tier. I feel like it's just so good. It looks good to me. And I feel like it deserves an S tier. I feel like I can say the same about some other ones. But yeah, I'm going to put it right there. Next up, we have is the Vikings. The Vikings can easily go in A tier. I'm pretty sure I'm going to put it at the way bottom of A tier. But next up, we have the Ravens. The Ravens aren't that bad. I'm going to put it right there. I think it's a pretty good logo. Next up, we have the Pats. I'm going to put it right behind the Colts. No why? I just don't flippin' even know. But next up, we have, whoops. That was technical difficulties. But next up, we have the Saints. I like it. Pretty good, to be honest. Don't blame my arrow. I'm really sitting 50,102 feet behind my computer. So my arrow might be a little bit. But for all this is pretty good. Pretty good of a logo. But next up we have the Giants. It is just 2 letters. I'm gonna have to go with it right there. I said a couple teams will pass the Colts at D tier. That's one of them I think that can stay at the D tier. But next up we have the Jets. I'm gonna put this right there because it's just a football that's a jet and it says New York Jets. I get it. I'm trying to be cool. But it failed. Failed miserably. Next up, we have the Steelers. Which is gonna go B tier. I think it can go right in front of the Texans. There we go. So, I'm going to move you guys closer. You'll see. Sorry this is too close, but I'm trying to get closer. But, guys, it is time for the last row of the scene. So, we had the Eagles. Not gonna lie, the bird is great. I think I'm gonna put it in S tier. That might happen for a lot of you. I don't know. I feel like it's just pretty good. The Niners can go logo right in front of LA. I'm pretty sure this is a good logo in my opinion. It is good. Not gonna lie, it is pretty darn good. But next up, we have the Seattle Seahawks. They can slide at a B tier right in front of the Steelers. Now, I think that logo is pretty darn good. It's pretty good. But next up, we have the Buccaneers. Never prepared for this one, really. Pretty sure I'm going to go right there. Those are just one of the teams that kind of just split it up between, like, teams that are, like, Seahawks and Steelers. Like, those logos are, like, almost the same. But they're not. Next up, the Titans. This is going to go right in front of LA. I just like the fire and, like, the T, and it looks sick. But next we have the Bills. You guys might think, am I going to put them in F tier or S tier or some other tier? Some other tier was correct. I am going to go the one and only B tier right there. If I was going to put them in F, but decided not to. Next up, Washington Commanders. It is just a W. But it earns its spot. It earns its spot in D tier. But next up we have the Panthers. They can go right there. I think the Panther is pretty cool. But otherwise, not that good of a logo. Next up we have the Bears. We are talking about the Bears of this year. It is not a C. It is a bear. That's why the bear deserves its bears going right behind the Bills. No, right behind the Seahawks. No, right in front of the Seahawks. It's a real bear. I might see if I can try to find the Bears logo after this video. I'll tell you it in a couple of seconds after this ranking. So the Bengals, I'm going to put them right there. It's a pretty good logo. It's not better than the Ravens or like Vikings or Rams, but it's up there. It's up there. It's getting close, getting close. Next up, the Browns. I think it's F tier. And so is this team. It's a star in a helmet. What am I supposed to do with that? That just looks so weird, and it sucks, in my opinion. I think they're saying best for last, but whatever. Next up, we have the Broncos. I'm just going to throw out there. That's going to go in B tier. Right there. That's going to be my rankings. And then you're like, oh, what about the Lions? Yep, I see that. S tier team. I did not set that up just to show you. I set that up for a reason. But anyways, that's my rankings. I promised you I would show you the real Bears logo. I'm going to show you that after I pull it up. Watch. Watch and learn, people. Yeah. Oh, I spelled logo. That is it right there. Right there. That is your Bears logo. If you think I like overrated, underrated, leave it down in the comments. I would love to hear that. But anyways, like, subscribe, comment. Have a good rest of your day. Comment down below. How is that Bears logo looking? It's looking sharp, isn't it? But anyways, see ya. Bye. Peace.